right, here we are for Hammock 2, rounds 6 through 9. So this is the last half of class, and there are fewer rounds so that we have time to stretch at the end, and then I have a different video that's for the stretching that you can do. You can do any stretching you want to do, it's just a suggestion of stretches to do with the hammock. Alright, so the first one, we're going to start off round 6 with tuck inverts. So for tuck inverts, we're going to come with the fabric behind us and have our arms out in front. And then, this is kind of what you do. Think of prayer position with your hands and dive your hands to your face. We're going to dive into our face, shoot, and then come around and wrist wrap. Alright, you can do it one time, you can do it 2 times. Most people want to 2-time it. That's perfect fine. Okay, so for our tuck inverts, we've got 2 versions. So we can, the first level is just tucking knees to chest. So what we're going to do is we're just going to tuck knees to our chest. If that one is really easy, then it's going over. Actually, if that one's a little difficult, they can always go like a little high march instead. Then the other way is to straddle tuck. So come in, straddle tuck, and down. We're going for 8. So 8, which whenever they want to do, might be a little grippy, so they might want to wiggle a little bit, but it's not too much because of the wrap. The cardio are happy hops. So happy hops is you're in kind of a soft squat. It's not a full deep squat, just kind of a little mini squat. As you hop your feet in and out, you can kind of, it's almost like to the width of your mat and back in. So it's just hopping it in and out, keeping this little baby squat position as you do it the whole time. All right, round 7, warrior 3 hydrants. So think warrior 3 pose from yoga and doggy hydrants like tabletop that we would do to work out. So warrior 3 on the fabric looks like this. So we're going to stand underneath our rigging, hands, palms down on the fabric, bending out and lifting that back leg up. So here's our warrior 3. Now for the hydrant part, turning that knee out, bringing it in towards the armpit and down. So that's 1. So it's coming out to warrior 3, turning, twisting, bringing it down. So it's 8 on each side. Once you get done with that side, do the other leg, 8 on each leg. All right, we're doing a jog for the cardio, so that means we're inverting. The next one's not really a true invert, it just takes a lot out of you, so we want to make sure we're good to go. So we're jogging. The next one is a knee hang crunch. Not everybody's favorite. So we're going to take this one to the ground. So we're not actually going to be hanging from our knees. Our torso is going to be on the ground. So you got to get up in here. Takes a little bit of wiggling, and we're going to get it into our knees. All right. So in our knees, we really have to think about getting those heels to our booty, so we're really squeezing the hamstrings. You can't see it, but those muscles are engaged. All right, and then it's a crunch. So they have options. They can push into the ground to help them come up. They can grab on the back of their legs to help them come up, or they can go without grabbing. Let's see if I can do it today. Okay. You're going for a crunch. Going for 8 of them. Think about a new way to do knee pit desensitizing. It's a lot of work on the back of the knees. It's a lot of work on the hamstrings and the calves as you're squeezing everything in. And then it's the whole core part of crunching it all up in. Definitely have a mat underneath you for the release. But you want the whole thing to be controlled. It shouldn't be a slam of the body back down to the ground. Okay? So those are the knee hang crunches. If someone is really just not having it, they really don't want to do it, I'm not a dictator. You can just have them do some crunches. If you want, just have them do some crunches where they're kind of in that same position. But have them kind of do like yogi crunches where it's with their breasts. They're going to hold it a little longer. So have them look up to the ceiling, arms behind their head, just have them do that instead if they're really just not having this for some reason. All right. And cross-country skiers is the cardio. So cross-country skiers, like cross-country skiing, the arms go like this, kind of like you're crossing the midline, really gets all this going. And then the legs, it's, so we can't really slide our legs like we would for cross-country skiing, so it's kind of a hop. All right, so that is, I'll do this one for you. Cross-country skiers. All right, last one, candlesticks. All right, I kind of love candlesticks. Here's what we're going to do for candlesticks. I'm going to show you modification too. So we're going to grab it, we're going to shake it all out. This one we have to lay down. In essence, it's shoulder stands in the fabric. So we're going to have a seat. The trick to laying down is getting one heel on the fabric and then, so you can see, extending your legs out so it gets all the fabric down there. Now you want to have the fabric up over your shoulders, around your neck, and then to hold on. Because then the fabric will then support the weight of your shoulders. If you do it here, as you do shoulder stand, you'll flip right out. Oh my God. So protect those shoulders for shoulder stand. Hold on. So full version, piking, shooting the booty up. So there's full version, bringing it down, coming down. All right. If you need a little modification, piking, pushing against the tension of the fabric to help you come up. And then coming down, all the way down. If that's so hard, just come here and try to lift up any amount that they can. You get a nice booty shot. So that's what they can do for shoulder stand. They're going for 8. So one of the ladies, she does a couple classes before this, and she's really good at shoulder stands, but lately shoulder stand has not been her jam in the hammock, because it can get a little, if you go really fast, it can get a little dizzying sometimes, especially on this one, because it swivels. If you go really fast, you can really start to spin. Side note. But, so a different thing for her is she's been doing assisted shoulder stands up against the wall, so she still is getting the booty lift. I'm going to go to the wall to show that real quick. Hopefully you can see. So what it looks like is she's been coming over here, getting up really close, pushing, so she's here, pushing into the wall and really squeezing to lift up as high as she can, and then coming back down. And then squeezing to lift as high as she can, trying to, as if she's trying to stack her hips over her shoulders, and coming back down. She can do that instead if she's really not feeling the hammock. And then the cardio is butt kickers. So just like you're trying to kick your butt, really cue them the hamstrings. It's about squeezing those hamstrings. It's not about trying to kick the dirt away. So just coming in and really thinking about the squeeze. Yeah. Trying to think if that's something here. That's 60 now? Yeah. All right.